In a world full of Dungeons & Dragons content, Jamazing presents a new way of playing the classic tabletop game. Welcome to DM Roulette, a game where the players rotate who the Dungeon Master will be each month. No need to sift through countless episodes to figure out what's going on here. Each adventure will begin and end in 3 parts. And don't you worry, the beloved cast of characters will stay consistent from adventure to adventure, unless they die. So, without further ado, let's start the next episode of DM Roulette.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to our D&D session. I'm finishing up my campaign here with part 3 of the Towering City adventure. So the party is in the magical city of A09, and they've been helping to protect the city from a potential necromancer incursion. In the course of the adventure, they've investigated the vaults of a powerful mage, Jasin Vadi, who's storing the Liber Tenebrarum, a tome with instructions on how to create a lich. So, having seen the powerful wards that surround his vault, some of the PCs are now returning to the captain of the guard, A09, to provide her with a report on the defenses, as requested by their initial quest. In the meantime, the others are returning to see Jasin, as in the course of their morning, they have discovered a tunnel running under the city's sewers that could provide an unexpected point of entry into his mansion. So we're going to open with Jacin's mansion. So who is going where? Do we remember?
I honestly can't remember where I was going.
I'm pretty sure B was going to the Captain Guard.
Okay.
Minos was heading towards the Jasin Manor. I know that for sure. And I gave Rocket the wand, but it could go to either Rocket or B.
Because you have a wand of advanced detect magic to check if Halone is secretly a wizard or even a necromancer.
Oh,
you're
Cass, you're muted.
Rocket.
You're muted. Right, so that must be where I'm going then.
That sounds like a good plan. Okay, so Minos and Peter Post, you are going to go warn Jasin that there's some kind of tunnel that might be going into his vault. And Beatrice and Rocket will be heading to the captain of the guard. So, Minos and Peter, when you return to Jasin's mansion, it's pretty nearby, you'll immediately see that changes have been made. So you were here yesterday, and Jasin, you may remember, has gargoyles all over the walls of his manor. But where before there were gargoyles everywhere, they are now literally crawling with them. There are even more stone creatures present, and they're much more active. They're scanning the area with glowing red eyes at all times. So before you can get anywhere near the wrought iron fence that surrounds the property, the door opens, and you see 2 elderly elves waving you in. One of them you recognize as Alfred.
Oh, hi, Alfred.
Ah, come in, come in. As you can see, the master has increased the defenses around the manor, just in case. This is my brother, Al Robert. He's here to provide additional assistance.
Oh, hello,
Is everything all right?
Robert. I'm Minos.
Oh. Hello, Minos. It's good to meet you.
Oh, yeah, we have some
what's
news.
going on?
But maybe we could have a snack while we tell you.
Oh, of course, yes. It wouldn't do to let down, the proprieties. Please, come in. We've plenty of food.
Oh, yeah, this is great. Okay. Oh, so I see you have a lot more gargoyles outside, but the danger might be coming from actually below the house. Remember how you guys gave us a quest to go clear off a dam made by some magical beavers? Well,
yes, you cleared out the sewers quite nicely.
Yeah, exactly. We did that. Because we're adventurers and we do the quests that are given to us. Well, we were doing another quest and we were finding some guy's arm, and then it actually turns out that it was in a tunnel that got made because the sewage was backed up. And that tunnel is all the way under town now.
A tunnel running under town, you say? Oh, it seems like the life of an adventurer is rather interesting. Could it be coming towards the master?
Calls coming from inside the house.
Where's the master?
He's in one of his laboratories right now. Do you think it's a danger to the manor? We can he is occupied, but for something as important as a danger to his vaults, he'd be wanting to know about it.
We should let him know for sure. Yeah.
Of course. All right. Follow me. And so they'll both take you over to a different laboratory. So you haven't been to this area before, but it's a bare room with hard stone walls, and it's been warded to dampen runaway magical energies. You see a large silver circle inlaid into the floor, and you see Jason placing blocks of obsidian carved with runes at various points around its circumference. When Al Robert opens the door, he looks up. It's not lunchtime yet, is it? Oh, you again. Al Robert, why are you letting these adventurers in? I've already followed their advice. Nothing's getting into this mansion unobserved.
We have more information. Also, this is new. This seems nice. We found a tunnel. We have further, like that blockage that you were worried about, we have further information about it. It seems like it was done to provide access to a tunnel that might be able to provide unknown access to this residence and other places in the city.
A tunnel, you say? But why didn't you see it before? Right.
We weren't looking for it before. I only found it when I was looking for an arm.
A tunnel that can only be found by looking for an arm, you say?
Yeah, it's
Well,
a very
that's not
special
a
fascinating
tunnel.
spell.
So I happen to find it.
Oh, so it's a tunnel that you can fit an arm into. Well, that doesn't seem like it'd be much of a bother.
Look, all I'm saying is that magical sewage is not really the natural habitat of giant beavers. So someone really wanted them to go there to stop the sewage, and now they're under town. So the security is gonna be... I don't know if the town security even considered underneath all of the sewers as a way that you could get into homes.
Well, the town guard certainly wouldn't think about something like that. Well, let's just say they're not paid to think. That being said, I also hadn't really considered something digging into the mansion. The sewers are, well, frankly, they're disgusting. I wouldn't want to go down there myself. Hang on, come with me.
Okay.
That seems reasonable.
So he'll lead you out of this laboratory.
Really wish we
and
brought
start walking down the
pastors
hall.
with us to the necromancer's house.
And as he walks down the hall, he's kind of leading you to a different room, and he's not looking at you anymore. He taps a band on his wrist, and then he places a finger to his ear, and he says, Allie, are you doing anything seismically sensitive? No? No, excellent. Good. Okay. Don't. And he taps his band again. Oh, hey, it's me. Yes, make sure all of your potion shelves are locked down in the next minute or so. Yes, of course it's important. I don't call you for no reason. Okay, good. Tap some more. Ah, Fran. There might be a few more cases of people being struck by rocks showing up at the healing houses. Make sure you get all their payment information. We aren't running a charity here. Good girl. Well done, Fran. And this continues for a few minutes as you wind through the twisting passageways of the manor, and finally he turns back to you. All right, I've warned the members of the ruling council, and everyone else has some advance notice. Come on into my earth magic room. And you enter a new room that appears to be a natural cave in the basement. It has rough walls of unpolished stone and small stalactites hanging from the ceiling. From a small work table along the wall, Jason takes a tuning fork. He places his hand on the wall and strikes the stone. As the harmonics build and echo around the room, he closes his eyes and focus, and you feel arcane energies flowing out into the surrounding earth. A glowing image of the city appears in the center of the room, including the sewers you went through yesterday, and one singular tunnel going from the sewer exit to just outside of the manor.
Uh-oh.
Wow, there it is, he whispers. The rats burrowed all the way here. Well, we can't be having with that, of course. He reaches his hand into the rock and retrieves a tall, asymmetric stone staff made of gray granite. He waves you to the side of the room, plants the staff in the center of the floor, and begins to incant a spell. So this is actually going to take him a little bit of time, even for a powerful wizard. He has a long ritual, so Al Robert and Alfred will bring you more refreshments if you wish,
nice,
but they do ask that you remain quiet and wait for the master to finish his spell without disrupting it.
Yeah, I promise I can stay quiet.
Wow, as long as you're not bothering the master too much, he should be able to focus.
I'll pass Minos notes. What do you think he's doing?
Oh, seems like something magical.
I agree.
So-
We're so smart, Peter.
While some of our PCs are observing Jason, who fortunately took your warning seriously, the other two are returning to the stone guard tower near the entrance of town. Once again, there are a pair of elven guards at the entrance, and if you walk up to them, they'll kind of wave you over and say, "Ah, adventurers, good to see you again. Have you done as Halone asked?"
We're actually looking for Holone. Where is she? He, them.
She's upstairs. She's in her office at the top of the tower. She's very excited to see you, as a matter of fact. She left specific instructions that you're to be let right in.
But of course, carry on.
Yep. So they'll wave you through, and as before, there's a stone tower with a circular staircase made up of very tall stone steps, each 10 feet tall. But the low gravity spell that's been cast over the tower allows you to bound up easily, and you rapidly make it to Halone's office at the top of the tower.
No, not that easily. B is gonna definitely insist that she gets carried up at least one flight of stairs.
I guess the same guard is probably on. He has the same shift as usual, and so he kind of like laughs, and he'll toss you up the same way as before.
Thank you.
Good luck. I hope you have good news for Halone.
Okay. Do you want to be good cop or bad cop?
Oh, I want to be bad cop.
Yes,
Great.
so you have a bit of time on your way up if you need to sort anything out.
I can cause an obvious distraction if we need to. If we need to cast, what do we need to use to cast the spell with the wand?
So I have the wand, but I've actually, in the amounted amount of time that we've had, I've changed it into a set of monocles rather than a wand. So I'll be able to cast Detect Magic quite inconspicuously if you can distract them.
I have excellent distraction techniques. As she kind of just like puffs herself up a little bit.
I'll just like gesture to the camera. This ought to be good.
breaking the fourth wall. Good.
Okay, so the door to the office is closed at the top of the stairs, but when you're ready, you can knock.
I
and
kick
show-
it in.
I'm not gonna knock. I would just open the door
Just open it. Okay.
because she did tell us to come right in.
Yep, this is very true. So the office is much the same as you left it as well. The desk is stacked full of reports, and it faces a wonderful view of the cliff outside of town, whose rock face looms over everything.
Is that?
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Cass.
I was gonna whisper to B. Maybe you should be bad cop.
Nope.
You got
Nope.
nervous.
We committed. It's like listening outside. Nope. We committed. No, it's fine.
Halone sees you. She's behind the piles of reports on the desk, and she brightens up to see your faces. Well, is Jason taking all of this seriously? Has he locked down his vault? What's happening?
I don't know why
Yes.
you're looking so happy over there behind that chair, darling.
I assume you're back with news for me. You've had a chunk of time to go see Jason.
I look at B.
Yes, of course. We brought great news. Why else would we come back if we weren't bringing good news for you? No, he's doing a great job over there. There's almost no potential way that's going to get broken into. So I think overall we've done our job. I think it's looking good.
Well, that's excellent. I'm pleased, and I'm ready to hear the report. What's going on? What do the defenses look like? How can we be sure that you seem very confident? Why?
What are you talking about? What is this report that you're asking for? You never required a report.
That's entirely untrue. I asked you to go investigate his vault and provide a report on his defenses. I need to know that the necromancers that are around can't get in there.
Beatrice, is that what she said?
I don't. Maybe I just need you to pull out the contract we discussed. The piece of paper that the postman helped organize. It must be on the table here somewhere, and she'll start rustling up papers, trying to cause an obvious distraction. And she's flipping through things.
Hey, your adventures, and I think we all know that we had a solid bargain going on. I'm quite happy to pay you. I have your money here, but I need to have a solid report that can set me at ease about the danger to this town.
Matt, is Halone on a chair?
She's probably standing up with a chair behind her now, as she's
Perfect.
trying to stop B from rustling all of her reports into the,
Organizing.
Yes, exactly.
I'll run behind her and be like, "Hey, hey!" And then I'll jump on the chair behind her so we can get eye level. And then I was gonna really close to her and be like, "Hey, I thought we had a deal. Why are you going and changing the things over here? Huh? What's going on? Are you changing the deals over here? Is this what you do to people out of town? Is it because we're foreigners? Do you not like foreigners? Is it because we're different? Is it because I'm beautiful and luscious? What's going on over here?"
She's a little confused. She hired some adventurers to do a job and is wondering why they're suddenly making it so difficult when they seem to have been successful at said job.
But I use the monocles.
Yay!
Okay. Yes. So you can just do that.
No.
So, your monocles of improved detect magic detect magic around you in about a 60-foot radius. So you notice outside in the tower itself, you can detect the low gravity spell that's been cast over the area. Inside the room, there's a few decorations. So there's a suit of enchanted armor sitting on a rack that's magical. At the top of the stairs, opposite where kind of the door is, you see an enchanted ballista. And on the desk, an enchanted writing quill. In a chest in the corner, there's an arcane lock that's been cast to lock said kind of plain wooden chest. And Halone herself wears a magical cloak and a magical amulet. Interestingly enough, although you would be able to detect wizards and know what type of magic they specialize in or have been casting recently, Halone is not a wizard, and neither are any of the other guards, if you bother to check on the way in.
Squibs,
So she is
all
not
of
a
them.
necromancer.
Okay.
B's gonna kind of have a quarter of an eye looking over just to see what her reaction is.
I'll look at B and be like, doing some gestures, and then I'll look back at Halone and be like, "Darling, I don't know why you're so up at ease. We're here to give you the report you asked for. You should have just asked for it. B, give her the report. The report. Come on, jump.
Yes, of course. The report. With the can you pass me that quill over there? I'll write it for you right now.
Oh, my writing quill. Yes, of course. As a matter of fact, you can just dictate, and the quill will write everything down.
Oh, excellent. Of course. Why would I waste my precious wrist strength? Let's see.
Yes, it does seem like you don't get a lot of push-ups in, so...
Wow, so shady.
Wow.
Huh. Maybe I am a little bit tired. Maybe we should write the report tomorrow. What do you think, Rocket?
It's true, those lack of push-ups, it just really takes it out of you, it really does.
Where are the rest of your party, anyways? We don't have infinite time. The necromancers seem to be ready to do whatever it is they're doing.
And what do you think
the
it
report
is?
to me? Well, they're trying to steal something out of Jason's vault, and quite frankly, I need to know now whether or not that I can kind of trust that the vault will be safe.
Well, how do you
Otherwise,
know?
the guards will have to try to break in to protect the mansion, and that'll
How
cause
did
all
you
kinds
hear
of
about
problems.
this potential break-in in the first place?
Oh, they've been running around in the jungle nearby. I've heard all kinds of reports of necromantic activity, cultists running around, small necromantic spells being cast.
How about Any earth spells? Any like crazy wildness? Any chaos?
Nothing outside of the normal background levels inside of town. It's all been these necromancers in the reports I've been receiving.
Can I just do like an insight check to just make sure that I believe what she's saying is?
Sure. Yep. Yep. So she is very concerned about making sure that this vault is protected and getting a complete report from you. She's not lying. She's been hearing about necromancers running around. She hasn't heard of any of the other things that you mentioned.
Okay. Okay. Fine.
And since you both have been just extremely like non-compliant, she's
that
actually
is a strong word. Okay.
she's gonna offer you some more money, like if because you're sitting there kind of wondering what's going on, and she'll sit there and she'll say, I know we agreed on 500 gold, but if I can get that complete report from you right now, I can bump it up to 1,000. Clearly some of your other adventurers have been hurt, I assume, if they're not here right now. So if you show me that you did a good job, then I'm quite willing to bump up your reward.
Well, we would absolutely graciously accept your offer of 500 gold plus 1 mana. Or 1... What was that called?
Mana cube?
Mana cube?
Yes, the mana cube. The cubes of refined mana. No, she's not a wizard, remember. She has a hard time trading in wizard favors, but she can certainly give you another 500 gold.
Like another 500 gold each, right? That was the deal, I believe.
You'll get 1,000 gold
each.
Okay. Well, I'll start dictating here. Rocket, you know how uncomfortable I get when there's locks around me. I really need you and this fine guard captain to just... I would hate if there's something in that chest that's going to come out and get us. Can you just make sure that it's safe? And I'll stay over here and keep dictating. And then she'll kind of take the quill and go into the corner and start mumbling away.
That's my coin chest. That's where I keep the coin that I'll be paying you with momentarily.
Yes, of course, darling, but we just need to see proof of payment. No big deal at all. Come with me. Here, hold my hand.
So she'll go over to the corner and she'll make a gesture and it'll unlock the lock, and you'll see a couple of sacks with about 500 gold in each of them.
Oh my goodness, darling. Is there 500 gold in each of these? And you just keep this lying around? Oh, just living on the edge.
It's my petty cash. It's well protected behind a lock. And she
petty cash? Well, you would know about petty, wouldn't you?
Oh, I have finished the report. Here it is. Here it is. See, it's everything that I said. It was, well protected, no flight in and out, small tunnel that provides a small chance of stealing. Really minor things. There's very little chance here.
Just a tunnel? I can walk down a tunnel.
It's not an official tunnel. I mean, it's very secret. I'm sure no one would know about it.
A secret tunnel, so it's behind some kind of illusionary ward?
No, it's behind the stupid waterfall that makes people look less pretty than they actually are.
A secret tunnel? There's a secret tunnel in Jason's mansion?
No, it's underneath!
A secret tunnel under the...
Yeah, did you read the report? It's right there!
And that's how he's protecting his vaults?
No, it's just a minor inconvenience. It's a minor loophole.
Wait, so you're telling me that, well, we have to get guards there at once. Someone can just walk into his vault right now.
Well, I mean, almost, yes. That's why I said we need to get guards there right now.
My God, it's a good thing I hired you.
We told you this 10 minutes ago.
So,
yeah, it's all here in the report. Like, what more do you need?
What's actually protecting any of his anything from the necromancers?
Everything you can possibly think of, except for this one glaring loophole.
Well,
exactly.
And so once they get through the wall, there's nothing there to stop them.
Well, I mean, there's guilt.
Okay, so roll a deception check, I guess. She is very concerned about the secret tunnel.
I'm not actually trying to deceive at this point. I'm just being a dick.
It's just the way Beatrice comes naturally.
It is very hard to get through, okay? It takes months and
Okay.
months of therapy.
So
I'm happy we rolled that, but yeah.
Amazing.
she believes you. She's being very concerned. She's yelling down to her guards right now, actually, and she'll say, "Guards, all of you, I need you to get outside of town immediately. We need to protect Jason's vaults from necromancers. I'll be right down."
What have we done? What have we just done?
And all right, this is probably a good point to swap back to everyone else.
Oh, come on. We got more left in us.
So she will actually, she'll toss you the coins. So you've earned yourselves 1,000 gold. And yeah, so while all of this is going on at the guard tower, Jason is kind of finishing up his spell that he was chanting, and the entire cave that you're in begins to shake violently. You realize that Jason has called down an earthquake powerful enough to rattle the foundations of the city. As you're bounced around inside the room by the spell, you hear a loud explosion that can be heard over the earthquake itself from somewhere inside the mansion.
Oh.
So, Jason is still maintaining the little kind of hollow view of the city, and you can see that he's collapsed the entire tunnel. But that seems to have triggered something else.
Oh.
So he's immediately thinking about his vault, and he runs to his vault of necromantic items that you've been to before.
I run after him.
We run at him.
So with a hand, he kind
Was
of
this
waves
part of the
all the other
plan?
wards away. I wasn't expecting the explosion. I was just trying to shut down the tunnel that was getting into my vault. This was supposed to be a fairly normal little earthquake spell.
Oh, I'm getting real nervous.
So you can see inside the vault, once you get there, the room is mostly the same as it was on the previous day. The little rat skeletons are running around. They have a bunch of extra work to do as one of the entire walls is blown in. So wherever this tunnel was, it was full of explosives, and the necromancers were clearly ready to blast their way into the vault.
Oh my goodness.
Fortunately, with the tunnel having collapsed, all you see now are tons of rock and rubble. So, Jason is upset at the obvious flaw in his kind of planned out vault, but he's quite pleased that you've given him the kind of warning that he needed, and he's seen now that this tunnel has been resealed, and he'll make sure that the next batch of wards go under his house, his mansion. And so he goes to you and he says, "Well, it seems that your little stop by yesterday has turned into quite a favor for me, and so it's only just that you be repaid. Thank you for coming back today." And he hands over a cube of mana from his room.
Oh, wow. I could get another tankard with this.
Enjoy your time in the city. I truly hope that you do not need to bother me again.
Well, wait, is there anything missing?
It seems not. The explosion was triggered by the collapse of the tunnel. I don't see anyone, and I
just
can't
want
see
to
how they
confirm
would
that one
swim
book,
through all that rock.
that evil book of
Yes,
Lich
the
creation.
Liber Tenebrarum is sitting on its pedestal in the center of the room.
Okay, good. That's
Just
a good
where it
evil
always
book.
would be.
Are you gonna who was trying to steal from you?
Well, I mean, I'm sure it's some minor necromancer trying to do something. They'll either turn up eventually or they won't, but they'll have twice as many wards to deal with next time. So maybe if I remember, I'll look into it one of these days.
And we're sure this book's not a fake one, right? Because I know something about switching something with something else.
Might also pick up the book.
It's a good idea. Oh, okay. My notes. You can pick up the book. Make a Constitution save.
Oh gosh. It's legit.
0.
It's legit. Save con, right? That's how I do it.
Yeah.
11.
Yep. All right.
Ooh.
Oops. Yeah. No, doesn't like that.
That's
There's
weird.
exclamation point R.
I'm pretty
I think
sure
it's probably
that
because I think it's because I edited it rather than.
it didn't like the
read through it.
edit?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I didn't like the edit. Okay, so you take 12 points of necrotic damage
Ooh.
as you have picked up an extremely powerful necromantic tome.
So I drop it.
but
I'm like, oh, that's really powerful.
It does not feel like a fake. And Jason will be like, well, don't just touch things. These are dangerous.
Sorry,
And,
I don't know
one of
much
the-
about necronomy.
Well, that's all right. You seem to do whatever
Might
it is
have
that
to
you
turn
do
it
just fine.
That's neck Romany.
Oh, sorry, necromany.
Sorry, I'm so sorry about him. He's not as educated as I am.
Well, not everyone needs to be a wizard, I suppose. And one of the little rat skeletons will pick up the book and drag it back over to the pedestal.
Oh, that's good.
And with that, Jason is rather pleased until again kind of smile and wave and let Alfred and Al Robert take you outside.
Okay, well,
If you
good
want a
luck
snack for the
protecting your
road,
stuff.
they'll happily prepare you something.
Ooh, yes, please.
Yeah, I don't mind. Have a snack before we head out. And then I take it we're just gonna head back to Helone, or where we think the others
Yeah.
are going.
The captain, right? The captain's tower. I
Yeah.
guess.
Yep, you have a cube of mana, so you can start thinking about what you want to do with that, if anything.
Probably give it to B. That seems fair. Oh, I'm gonna package it up really nicely in a really nice envelope, and it's gonna be addressed to B,
Perfect.
so she doesn't know exactly what it is. And then when I see her, I'm gonna be like, B, there's a delivery for you, and I'm gonna deliver her. Is that Minos? Are you okay with that?
Oh, yeah, here you go.
I'm gonna deliver the cube to B in a very nice package.
Speaking of deliveries, Peter, how did you really get your job as a mailman?
Oh, that's a good question, Minos. Well, it all started. Oh, look, we're at the town.
What a great story!
I'm just kidding. It all started when I was a boy. I found a single envelope just lying on the street, and I saw that it had a very mysterious dress on it. So I brought that, and I searched, and I couldn't find the address anywhere. And I searched for weeks and weeks and weeks until I stumbled on this weird town and delivered it to this glowing figure who hired me on the spot. And ever since then, I've been working for this company.
Oh, yeah, that's great. When I first left lab, there was also a, powerful being that tried... Well, we made a contract, so I thought maybe it was kind of like the same thing. You must have a contract with this glowing being, or no?
I think I made it with the glowing bean, but the glowing beans... that was my boss's boss's boss. It's just a standard, boilerplate, celestial infernal, work forever type of situation. Standard stuff.
Ooh, what do you get paid for doing
Yeah,
that
wait.
forever?
Not enough.
Well, I'm glad that you passed your interview, Peter.
Me too.
Sorry, we can move on.
No, that's
Yeah,
fine. By all means.
I'm loving this.
Yeah, so as you guys are going down the tower, so B and Rocket, you've collected your reward. You start kind of floating down the tower, and suddenly a kind of huge earthquake shakes the city. Fortunately, you're just kind of floating down under low gravity circumstances, so even if you do trip and fall or whatever, you can kind of easily catch yourself on the way down. You get to the bottom, and there are no guards around to be seen. They've all been evacuated by Helone's call, and you expect them to be out, kind of keeping an eye on the tunnel that you just warned everyone about. Once you kind of get outside, you will see fairly shortly the rest of your party kind of show up.
Oh, hi!
Oh,
We
hey,
have a letter
everybody.
for you. A special letter.
A letter for me.
Yeah, here you go.
I quite enjoy letters. Do you know who it's from?
It's from me and Minos.
Yeah, it's from me too.
Oh, thank you.
The wizard that we just met. Technically, I guess it's from him.
Okay, sure. Well, maybe I should I open it now or later? I don't know. What's the etiquette here? You would know best.
Oh, there aren't any rules. Just whoever's it's addressed to can open
Okay,
it.
she'll go to like open it very delicately and then just like rip the one end off, like shake it into her palm.
My God, wait!
I like this.
Oh, we thought you would. We thought you would. You could get some pretty good stuff, like this tankard. You could get another one of those with that if you wanted.
Or the socks.
I love this.
Or the monocle.
This
Or the
is
monocle.
amazing. You guys are too kind. Should we maybe finish our job though and make sure that there's nothing in the tunnel, or make sure that no one evil's getting out of the tunnel?
I mean, I do have all the money, which means I think we're done.
We
That is
collapsed
also
the
true.
tunnel, so something is in there. Then they're
We
trapped.
should finish.
Oh, is that Jen?
Well, should
I said, Peter Post tears up ever so slightly. He's like, I'm so proud of you, B. We really should finish the job. You're right. The job is the most important thing.
yes, because if we need to kill anyone or torture the truth out of them, this will be very important.
So on that note, perhaps it would be an auspicious time to note that you hear loud footsteps from outside the front gates of town.
Who's
So the
that?
guard post isn't quite next to the gates, but even from the distance that you're at, you hear the ground shaking. Maybe not as much as a full earthquake, but steadily thumping, louder and louder. And you see a head rise up over the walls of town.
Oh no.
A huge zombie brontosaurus can be seen approaching the front gates. Very similar to that, although without the middle fingers. Clearly, the
Well,
Decoratus
go on,
have
Gunnar.
one last trick.
What is
Go
all with
on,
you and
Gunnar.
dinosaurs? Sorry,
Well,
Evan.
the Valley of the Dinosaurs is nearby. They're clearly gathering their hordes from what they can get. So a very large zombie is approaching town. Fortunately, it's a town full of wizards, and from all the different towers in the city, you see magical attacks fly out at the zombie. There's fireballs, lightning bolts, hailstorms, a swarm of fanged teapots, all fling out towards this monster. And none of them do anything.
Uh-oh.
All fizzle harmlessly against the hide. This repeats multiple times. The wizards try different things, whatever they can think of, but not a single spell impacts against the creature.
Uh-oh.
It continues implacably towards the gates of town.
Ooh,
For what it's worth, B is immediately looking at that and being like, I want that. As the like little fanged teapots just start flying across. that is her familiar, if there was ever to be one.
ooh.
Yes, so, very large zombie, heading straight towards town.
Oh yeah, undead dinosaurs are really bad for wizards. We probably should have told them that until Elias went.
Who?
So rude.
Just
You
kidding.
just thought
I'm
him in the
dead.
astral plane in the sewers.
It's true. He was warning you.
Oh, we should do
Beware of
something about
zombie
this.
dinosaurs.
Should we maybe help? Do you guys want to go help?
So you look around you and you see no town guards. No one else is seemingly able to respond.
Oh, where are the town guards?
I think that they went to the mansion. Awkward.
Okay, well we gotta
Okay.
protect the people here.
Okay, you guys start. I've got an idea, and B's gonna start running towards the other towers of where she thinks the big wizards, like the the strongest wizards are.
Okay.
Cool.
Oh, this is
Um,
called
so-
Dinotopia, this music. Let's play it.
There we go. So you have a couple minutes.
It's not
It
really like
is
battle
fairly
music, though.
slowly approaching town. So if you have something quick, then you can do something quick before it will hit the front gates.
Could I,
As in something
Go
something to cast, or something to like before I run off.
No, as in you can run off and go do something. If like whatever
Okay.
your idea is, you can. Unless you're telling me it takes an hour, you can probably do
Pretty
it. before
close?
No, my
It's
goal.
very tall, so it's very far away right now.
Okay, yeah, my goal is to try and get the wizards to cast higher level magic on us to give us massive boosts.
Ah, yes, perfect.
Mm.
Okay.
Could I?
Nope.
So,
Yep.
I was gonna say, could I go back up the Ohana, Holena's?
Hold on.
Helena? Yes, that one. Could I go?
Yes.
Could I go back up that tower? Because I believe you said that there was a giant ballista up there.
There is indeed a giant ballista.
I would
Mm.
love to go back up there and get my little tiny hands on that giant piece of machinery.
Okay. All right. Anyone else want to do anything else?
Are the front gates closed?
Pardon?
Are the front gates closed?
The front gates are close. Yes.
Closed.
Oh, they are also closed.
Okay.
They are much smaller than the gargantuan zombie brontosaurus, however.
Okay. I guess I will climb up the wall to where.
Oh,
it
you could absolutely exit should you so desire. You can kind of squeak out. Again, it's far away. It's moving pretty slowly. So if you want to fight outside the walls, you can fight outside the walls. If you want to be up on the wall waiting to see what happens, that's totally okay too.
Would we have time, do you think, to make it to the wizard's place where the guards are?
If you want to go run over to Jason's, you could probably do that.
I'm the one with the magical battle axe. Miles, did you want to run and go deliver that message? And I'll stay here in case there needs to be some sort of physical protection for these people.
Oh, delivering a message? Just call me Minos Post. I'll make you proud, Peter. And I'm gonna run off.
Brad. I trained my team so well. We're such a good postal service.
Okay.
So yeah, I will run to warn the guards at Jason's Manor about the...
Perfect. So
then
you all have kind of your own plans. Yeah, Peter, you're going to the walls to kind of get ready there. Minos, you're gathering guards from the manor.
Mhm.
B, you're going to knock on a bunch of wizards' towers and try to get some buff spells. And Rocket, you're going back into the guard tower to try to get the magic ballista that was at the top of the tower, correct?
I don't like the word try that you just said, but yes.
Okay, perfect.
I can do...
So,
There's no try.
Yeah.
roll me a d20, Rocket.
Do I want to get high or low?
You want to get high.
Does it matter?
A little bit.
The prayer
No, I
that
mean,
goes into
does
the
it matter
roll.
whether you know high or low?
Ah!
You said
Low,
low, right?
right? You said low. You said low.
Okay. So you run back into the guard tower. You start climbing the stairs. You're about halfway up. So, say 60 feet up in the air. And suddenly the low gravity spell cuts out. And you're stuck on one of the large stairs.
I have
And
something.
I will have you roll initiative.
Ooh.
Me? All of us?
Just you.
Crazy.
Do I need to end initiative? Are we still in initiative?
No, I think it's in
Probably.
because it's a
Probably.
new
Oh yeah, right.
Red?
Right.
Yeah.
Begin. There you go.
Ready?
Yep.
There we go.
All right.
Okay. So. Oh wait, stupid. Avray, Y. Okay. 10. Yeah. Okay. So, Rocket, the ballista that you can see at the tip top of the tower, about I don't know, 100 feet away from you,
Ooh.
turns and points down at you.
Is it me now?
Yep, it's you. You are beginning the initiative.
Okay. Could I like shoot a crossbow with a rope attached to it to try and like get up to it?
Sure.
Would you like me to do anything?
Roll a crossbow attack. Okay, that is a hit.
Sick.
You have done some damage to the animated ballista,
No.
and there is a rope hanging off of said animated ballista.
Could I start climbing?
You can absolutely start climbing. That'll be an athletics check.
Ooh. You're asking a lot. Ooh!
Hey!
So you can climb the tower at full speed, whatever that is. So you were 100 feet down. You are now 100 minus 25.
Right.
Okay.
Oh,
Alright.
no.
Nope.
I'm done.
Okay. So the ballista is going to shoot at you.
Oh, jeez.
Come on, Ballista. We're friends. We speak to each other. I know who you are. Be friends. Be
That is
kind.
a 14 on AC.
What is that? It's a miss!
It's a miss. Okay.
It
Then
is!
the large flaming firebolt flies past you as you climb up the tower.
I'll just like look at it and be like, I wouldn't have missed me.
Okay. You're up.
Oh my god. So, okay. I'm actually going to cast Shield on me.
Sure. I think you can do that as a reaction. You can wait
Oh.
until it hits you.
Even better. Then I shall keep climbing.
Okay. So that'll be 2 athletics checks, 1 per move action.
Oh my goodness. Ooh.
Okay, so that one you don't make any progress whatsoever.
Ah.
That one's a success, so you can go another
25.
25 feet up.
Okay.
Halfway.
You are 50 feet away. The ballista fires again.
Uh-oh.
12 is a miss again.
This is so stressful.
You're up.
I keep going.
That's good. Another one.
Ooh.
Ooh, so you're gonna climb up and then slip back down by the same amount.
Oh, just
Rude.
as a reminder to Kaz, I think Plucky or Lucky or whatever, your gun gives you rerolls.
Oh yeah. It does do something.
Just
What
in
does
the
it do?
event that you want to use it.
I do want to use it. I do.
Alright, you can reroll that too.
I shall reroll that too, because I have Plucky, and that is its ability that I'm very familiar with. It's better.
It's a little better. Alright, so you are now 25 feet away.
So you don't slide down on that one, but you don't go up. on
You
that
do
one,
not
at least.
slide down. Correct.
Excellent.
Alright. Once again, Ballista's gonna keep on shooting.
Come on.
Yeah, 14. You're small, you're on a rope. It's not used to shooting at things.
I'm just
You're up.
ducking and weaving and dodging. Ah! Come on!
You're close, but you can't quite get over this one stair.
Come on!
There
Yeah!
we go. Okay. You have made it to the top of the tower. If you look into Halona's office, it is empty. She is no longer in there. You just see the cliff wall or the cliff face out the window. Nothing
God,
else.
So how do I get up there? Like, is it like on top of the tower?
So it's kind of At the very top of the staircase, right, there's kind of a big landing. At one end is the door to the office. At the other end is the ballista.
Is there anyone like
shooting down at you?
Is there anyone that's been like operating the ballista, or is it like on its own?
It's just a magical ballista swinging around, shooting firebolts.
And that's why sometimes you need the touch of a gnome to do it properly.
So you have done 2 actions to get up here.
Damn it. Then I shall stare at it.
Okay. So
I'm coming for
it
you.
lines up one more shot.
Yeah. Be a boss battle scene.
There you go. 22 on AC.
Ooh. I see. Will this even do anything? It might. Will it do much? I don't know. How much will it do? I'm just gonna have to take it because I can only get +5 bonus to my AC with shield.
Yeah.
Unless would this be considered a magic missile?
Oh, not for the purposes of shield. Shield automatically blocks the spell magic missile.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. Alright, so you are struck then finally by one of these bolts, taking 21 fire damage.
Worth it. Totally worth it.
I'm very curious to see what you plan on doing.
I want to commandeer it.
Alright. What and or how does that work?
I don't know. Can you describe it to me?
Wait, no, is this a thing that you have, or is this a goal that you have?
Both.
Okay, so your goal is, as an artificer, you would like to convince this animated ballista to do what you want it to do.
I would like to get inside of its gears and somehow reprogram it or something.
Okay, cool. Give me an Arcana check, I guess. You've already detected this with the wand of detect magic. Actually, yeah, there you go. It is an unknown magical creature to you. If you are able to identify what it is, either by the spell or by a solid Arcana check, you may be able to figure out what you would need to do to commandeer it, as it clearly has been given some sequence of orders.
Can you remind me how we decide to do inspiration? Is it before or after the roll?
Before the roll.
I think it's before the roll.
Yeah.
Okay. You can have my inspiration for the roll that you need to make. Cast.
Love that.
Yeah.
Thank you so
you'll
much.
need to do 2 things. You'll need to figure out how it's working, and then you'll need to do another check to commandeer it.
And I can't use my monocle for any of this?
So you've already you can use the monocle to cast Identify if you have the ability to do that.
Ooh.
I think I do, right?
Once a day, right?
Where are you? Yeah, so I got 5 charges of the day to detect magic, blah, 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 blah.
I think the way I had it work is I had it use a charge.
Yeah. So yeah, it's 4
So
or 5 charges.
So you've used 1 charge to cast Detect Magic.
Right. So
You need to burn all 5 charges to cast Identify.
Oh.
So you can cast Identify on any day that you haven't used it to use Detect Magic.
Oh, I
It's
see.
an either or thing.
Oh, okay.
I see. Okay. So I could do an Arcana check to get it then?
You can do an Arcana check.
With
You
advantage.
can use Inspiration if you have it.
I would love to use Inspiration.
Go for
Will that be plus D4?
No, it's
you get to roll
advantage
twice. You
on
have
the
advantage.
Oh, advantage. Great. Yay!
All right, so you easily tell what this kind of arcane ballista or how it works and what kind of commands it's searching for, as you have your own magical siege weapons that you use on a regular basis. So you know that you can pull out your Tinkerer's tools and you should be able to fairly effectively reprogram it. And mess around with it on your next turn. But while you are firing around at it, it's going to fire at you one last time.
Rude. So close.
But as you are riding around in its guts, it's having a hard time aiming, so that is a miss one more time. So you can roll Tinkerer's Tools to tinker around.
How do I do that? I don't think I've ever done that before.
Yeah, it's not really a check that's going to pull over from D&D Beyond, but you have proficiency with tools, which means that any time you would use said tools, you can roll with proficiency on whatever you're doing. So do me a dex check with proficiency added.
How would I add proficiency?
It's plus.
You just say
Plus
it after, I
2,
guess. Oh,
plus
plus
3.
3, yeah.
Is it plus 3? I think level
Yeah.
5.
I'm at plus 3 right now. My proficiency.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah, I'm at 3. Okay, I'll just like manually add the plus 3 then.
Yeah. All right.
Hey!
So again, this is your stuff. You know how these kinds of things work.
Absolutely.
You are able to not only with the crit make it obey your commands, but you are also able to get it to move around from its normally stationary point at the top of the tower. So you can have it go over to the balcony and look out over the entrance of town.
I feel like I should do that.
Okay. So you are at the top of the guard tower. Halone is still nowhere to be seen, but you have acquired yourself a magic fire ballista.
Oh my god. Also, like, that gif 100%. Like, I'm just, like, riding this thing like a bow, getting tossed around, and then I make it my own.
You've tamed the unknown magical creature.
Yeah. I've tamed the beast.
Okay.
You had some
so
great
Rocket,
rolls. That's
you
awesome.
Have, yes,
job.
you have
Yeah.
solidly just sort of soloed the enchanted ballista hanging out in the tower. B, you are running around to a bunch of wizards to convince them to buff you with spells, yeah?
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
have
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. Do you have any particular thoughts on wizard spells that would be beneficial to you?
Enlarge, polymorph, haste.
Haste is a good one.
Things kind of like that. Something that's gonna, if we can make Peter bigger and faster.
Yep.
That'd be great with the magical battle axe. If we could haste, rocket to just fire off like mad.
Yep.
Things like that.
Sure. Do a persuade check. Because they're a little busy trying to fire spells at this humongous dinosaur. Right, yeah, so you have no problem getting their attention. Your plans make sense. They like hearing good ideas. So Peter and anybody who wants it will have the effects of haste for the upcoming battle.
Oh.
And Peter, you can also have the effects of enlarge person.
Oh, haste?
Or whichever one it is. Yeah.
Unreal. This is so dope.
Wow.
Subject enlarge. Yeah, so advantage on strength checks. Your weapons are enlarged and deal d4 extra damage. I think
Double
that's a big one.
speed,
Are
plus
attacks,
2
are attacks
AC.
strength checks?
Yes.
Forget. Yeah? Okay.
Ooh,
Yes.
melee.
Or dex, depending if you're using a finesse weapon.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. But so Peter, you will have advantage on your attacks because you are now a large-sized human, and your attacks when you make them will deal a d4 extra damage because you're hitting with extra large battle axes.
Awesome.
Everyone will have +2 bonus to AC, and you can take an additional attack or otherwise action on your turns.
Cool.
Myself included, or just everyone else?
Yourself included. You can take
Oh, wicked.
They reward good ideas.
Well, how about you change me into a giant black dragon instead?
That's a little hard. Can't cast that in the next 30 seconds. Sorry.
I think you can, but anyways, I gotta go because I'm super fast. Bye.
Exactly. Binos, you get to Jason's mansion. There are gargoyles all over the place. There are some kind of concerned guards that are trying to yell into the house something about a tunnel. No one's really answering them, and the doors are shut.
Oh.
There are only a couple of guards here.
Oh, guards! There's the message from Peter. There's a giant undead dinosaur attacking town, and it's not taking any effects from the spells of the wizards. You may want to go that way.
Oh my god. It's a shame everyone's been given the day off by Halone. What do we do? And so they'll kind of look at one another and they'll say, well, somebody needs to warn Jason. We've been ordered. I guess we split up. And so one guard is going to head towards the gates of town, and the other one will stay here and kind of like try to throw a rock at the door to see if he can get someone's attention.
Yeah, that's a little weird that the captain said that no cars work today. Alfred or Robert, it's me, Minos. Are you in
So
there?
at that, the gate will open, and Al Robert will stick his head out as, Minos, yes. Everything's okay, right? We heard about the dinosaur. It's not here. It's outside of town.
Yeah, but none of the spells are working, so I was wondering if we could borrow some of your gargoyles. They might be able to help us out.
No, I think the master wants to keep the gargoyles around the manor. I'm not even sure if they can leave the grounds, to be honest.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry, we'll keep trying whatever we can think of from here.
Okay, well, the Captain A09 told all the guards not to work today, which is kind of weird, so... maybe keep a close watch on the evil book that hurt me earlier, okay?
Oh yes, those wards are being refreshed right now. The master isn't letting it out of his sight today.
Okay, that's good. Is there anything else you guys have that could help us against the dinosaur?
Nothing that's not magical. It seems to be just absorbing anything magical that hits it. Might be good to have adventurers around. I'm sure some of you can swing a sword.
Oh yeah, or an axe. Okay, well, be safe.
Farewell, Minos.
Goodbye.
I'll run with the one guard that I collected.
You should go tell all your buddies who took the day off that, they'll get overtime pay if they come help us.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. We can't just let the town get taken over. That's not good guard work. I'll do what I can.
Okay.
He runs off.
Okay, I run back to Peter.
Yes, so you can all quickly make it back to the entrance of town, and the Brontosaur has essentially arrived. It's coming close. So I think we can enter initiative order.
Can it join, right, for us?
I think I'll end it first, right,
Yeah,
to clear
sure.
it, and then in it begin. But
He
Does it
didn't
not
say
end?
he didn't say yes to allowing the end.
in it end. Yes. Begin. There we go. All right.
Oh! I'll get there eventually, guys.
There we go. Okay, so you are all wherever you feel like being, at the top of the wall, at the top of the tower, or outside. B.
Does everyone get +2 to initiative as well? With haste?
However haste works.
No, I don't think
Okay.
so. I
I
didn't say
don't-
No,
that.
it doesn't look like it.
+2 AC, advantage on dexterity saving throws, and an additional action.
Double speed,
Double speed.
I guess. Okay.
So it's about 30 feet away from the walls. It's closing in.
Okay. B is going to look concerned, but she can now... she can still only cast one spell, though, per round, right?
Right. Your other action can be an attack, a single weapon attack, or use an object running around, hiding.
Okay. B is going to cast Heroism on whoever is going to be the most frontline. I feel like that's going to be Peter. Does that sound reasonable?
Sure.
Definitely not me.
Look, I think I was all set up and ready to be on the front line, so I think that makes sense.
Actually, why don't I cast it at a second level, and we're going to encourage both Minos and Peter.
What the heck? We've done so much together today, B.
Yeah, I know you'll be fine though. It's these guys I worry about.
Great answer.
So you guys are immune from being frightened, and you gain temporary hit points to 4 at the start of each round.
Cool.
Oh, thanks, B. You're the best. Miss
No,
best.
you're the best, and you're brave. You do you. Now go get him, Tiger.
Oh, shucks.
And then she'll just kind of go over to Rock and be like, "Okay, but seriously, we need to do this right. Okay, so it's all on you. You got this." And she's going to give you the bardic inspiration.
Just so you know, I am on the top of a tower, but I accept.
Oh, you have to be within a certain distance of me. So if you're not there, then I can't help you.
Yeah, so do know that you have enough time now to be where you want to be, Rocket. You can still direct your ballista and kind of leave it up there if you want. it has enough range to shoot out of town. But it
Um,
does put you like 100 feet away from the entrance.
I did want to ask. I know it's not my turn, but just because we're kind of doing this right now.
Yeah.
Since I have that ballista under control, I was wondering if I could also like create my Eldritch cannon on top of the ballista or somehow and like double barrel it.
Yeah.
I think. Okay. Yes. Yes, you can do that. This time only.
Amazing. Then for now, I will remain on the tower until after I create the cannon.
Okay. And then I guess B's last action will be she's going to take out a flask of oil, and she is going to attempt to throw it at the incoming dinosaur.
Okay. Make the attack roll for Flask of Oil. Range attack roll if you.
So dexterity?
Yep. With proficiency, if you're proficient in simple weapons, which you should.
Oh, I highly doubt it. Just going to assume that is not the case.
Sure, as a bard, that's kind of. I leave that up to you. If you feel like this is something you're good at, add proficiency.
Okay,
If you're just trying to huck it.
Yeah, wait, hold on. Sorry, I'm just trying to find my abilities here. So dexterity get +2. Let's just leave it at that. Nope, my bad.
Exclamation point armor.
Rookie.
There you go. All right. The oil hits the Brontosaurus and splashes all over it.
Excellent. That is all.
Okay. It is
He's
even
gonna be
greasier than it was before.
hiding slightly behind a post of some kind.
Okay. Yes. Some crenellation on the
Leader
wall.
post.
Right. Rocket, you can have summoned your cannon on top of the ballista earlier. You had enough time while people were running around town with that. So you can, if you want to be within range of pistol shooting it or something down on the wall, you can do that and have your multiple cannon thing up top.
Such a great guy. How far away is this from the walls then?
It is about 30 feet from the walls.
Okay. So technically, because my Eldritch Cannon would be a bonus attack, and because I'm on haste, I could then use the Ballista for one attack, my pistol for one attack, and then the Eldritch Cannon for my bonus attack.
Yep, sounds about right.
Where do I even begin? How would you like me to use the Ballista for an
The
attack?
animated ballista has a +6 to hit, as it fires a magical bolt of fire.
Okay, so we'll start with that guy then?
Yep. 18 is a direct hit, so from the top of the guard tower, the magical ballista aims and fires a fiery magical bolt, which splashes harmlessly off the Brontosaurus.
Oh shit.
Damn it! Magic.
Did it start fire?
No. No,
Perfect.
it's not.
Alright, let's try the cannon then.
Did it look like it hit at all, or did it look like it kind of
It
just
struck.
stopped just in front of it?
Roll an Arcana or Perception check. Anyone who would be thinking about that. Hard to
What
tell.
was your question? Sorry, B.
Whether or like what exactly happens when a magical effect kind of splashes off of this thing. So Rocket, you can do the same, either an Arcana or a Perception check. Now that your attack has fired.
Basically, B's trying to get an idea of whether it's bouncing off like a shield that's right close, or whether it's trying to absorb.
Yeah.
Or
So
blocking
still
spells.
hard to tell. Neither of you can quite see exactly what's going on. It's a little ways away from you right now.
Okay, so that's my Eldritch Cannon.
Bonk. So once again, a direct hit that the second ballista fires and fizzles harmlessly as soon as it strikes the skin
Oh my
of the
god!
Brontosaurus.
My god.
Okay, we'll try the little guy then.
Try the little gun.
Alright.
24 is a solid hit, and the magical bullet from your gun fizzles into nothingness as it
Alright.
strikes.
I'm useless.
Brontosaurus.
I'm out. I'm leaving. I'm out of the city.
Come down here and help then.
I am not there now. Sorry.
So, very clear that magical weapons will not harm this creature.
Spoiler.
I mean, I hope it's very clear. I feel like I made it clear.
I'll try again one more time.
So the Brontosaurus will walk up to the wall. Who's up on the wall?
I am.
I am as well.
I think I am too.
Everybody's up on the wall? Sweet. We'll roll a d4.
He's hiding behind something if it helps.
B, you are top of my Zoom call or
Me
Discord
too.
call, so...
No, but he was specifically trying to hide.
So B, you are being attacked by a tail.
Yeah,
A
that sounds better.
large, rotting tail swings up over the battlements.
Before you tell me whether it hits,
Okay.
don't say it. You gotta stop.
So I'm gonna roll, and you're gonna know whether it hits or not. So if you want to do something, you got to decide now,
I
right?
should. I have to wait to see what the number is first.
But as soon as you see the number, you know what your own AC is.
Yeah, but you don't.
What? That's not how this works. I'm pretty sure you need
So
to decide
it
before you
says-
know whether or not it works.
It says you can do so after the roll, but before knowing
Yeah,
what
but
the
you know
result.
what your own AC is.
Well, then there's a problem here because I can't. I can't very well cut the words before you attack.
Rules are written.
Okay, tell you what, I'll roll a d20 and I won't add the modifier.
Perfect.
There we go. Okay, I rolled a 6. Not gonna use it.
I'm not going to use it. It's
Does a
probably a
four-
plus 10.
Does a
and
14 hit your AC?
Start right off.
Oh no. We all have +2 from haste.
Remember, you have a +2 from haste.
Yeah.
Oh yes. No, it doesn't then.
Ooh.
Okay, so
Just-
you dodge just barely because of the magical spells cast upon you, out of the way of the zombified tail.
Oh.
All right,
Oh.
Peter, you're up.
Help! Help me!
If this is something that I don't know, Peter Post wouldn't necessarily know that it had already been attacked with magical weapons, right? So I don't
You
really know.
you
if
would
that
have you would have seen rocket fire as magic gun.
works.
You can
Okay.
do an Arcana check if you don't think it would be clear.
No, I don't. Like, I'm just curious. So if I attack with a magical axe, is that all magical damage, or is it just the +1 that would be?
So the bullet struck and did not appear to do any damage.
Okay.
Oh
Take
So
my
I can
rapier.
Normal, not cool axe. That's
I feel a little bad after giving you a cool axe, but
I was visibly disappointed having witnessed these bullets, and I whisper to my axe, I'm like, it's okay, it's not time yet, and I'll put it away. A single tear will run down my eye as I wield my dual axes. Oh, I guess I technically only have one, because I think I gave Gunnar's back.
Gunnar's is also a magical axe.
Oh, that's true. Okay, well, I'll wield my single axe with 2 hands, and just as that spell enlarge hits me, I'll shout up to the sky, "Deliverance!" as I grow an extra size. And I will think now is my moment to become employee adventurer of the month. And I'll leap at this Brontosaurus, axe in hand, with a battle axe attack. In my best Gunnar rage impersonation, because I think that's what you. Oh wow, that's not how you
The
spell
battle
attack.
axe clicks conveniently onto a strap.
Attack. Battle axe. And I guess I can do this 3 times?
Yep.
Because
Twice with your attack action, and then once
Yeah.
more from haste.
Wow.
So the first one is a miss. 9 on AC isn't quite going to get there.
And then, with enlarge, I have advantage, don't I?
Oh, that's true. You do have advantage.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll 1 normal one, and then I'll roll the other 2 with advantage. I forgot about that.
Yeah, we'll take the first damage roll. That's a miss anyways. So
Okay,
first
that-
attack misses.
Okay, I'll do 2. I'll copy and paste this if I can afterwards. Axe advantage.
That one's it.
Ooh.
Oh, crit,
Critty.
baby!
Oh, that is a crit. Yes. 2.
then
So you're going to add 2d4 of damage in addition to that. And the second one is a hit.
Okay.
So roll an extra 3d4 damage. 2 from the crit and 1 from the hit.
Roll 2d4.
Oh, and then another one.
Oh, I thought I did.
You said 2 and then wrote 2. Possibly meant 3. Ooh,
Wow.
nice.
Wow.
So
then-
the magically enlarged battle axe bites into the flank of the Brontosaurus.
And then, in my excitement, I'll be like, yes, employee of the month, here I come! And I'll expend a second level slot to deal radiant damage.
Smite it.
My God.
So it'll be an additional 3d8 damage.
Radiant damage.
Radiant damage, yeah.
All right.
Solid.
So that is another pile of radiant damage. Interestingly enough, doesn't seem to do bonus damage to the creature, but certainly a solid hit. Great. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay. At the end of your turn, you're going to take 5 points of necrotic damage
Okay.
Ooh.
from a strange aura emanating from the beast.
So I have 4 temporary hit points, so I just take 1?
Yep.
Oh, that
And you
heroism
can
will be
roll a
good,
perception
yeah,
check.
for sure.
Mhm. Yeah, roll me a perception check when you're ready.
11.
Okay, so none of you have seen anything particularly out of the ordinary, but you've certainly shown that you can hack at it with an axe. Minos.
Oh, okay. So, I think I might be able to do something just as large as this guy. Maybe a buddy.
I'm gonna cast Conjure Animals.
Yeah.
I'm only gonna do one, so I pick one beast of challenge rating 2 or lower for this spell. I could pick 2 or 4 or 8 of varying degrees
Smaller
of
things.
strength, but I'm gonna pick the strongest one. And right next to the dinosaur is going to be another dinosaur that gets summoned. Only instead of legs, it has like flippers and like fins, but a really long neck that stretches out. So I'm summoning a Plesiosaurus, which is
Yeah.
typically a marine creature, but there are no rules for it being out of water. In fact, the only rule that it has is that it can hold its breath for up to an hour.
There you go.
Oh, hey, Plessy. Oh, attack that thing.
So I'm giving it the command to attack the other dinosaur. It joins initiative, and it has a +2 to the initiative mod. So that was a spell.
Do you want me to monster at it?
Yes, please, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
And then
Is
with
it
my haste,
mod and then name, or name and then mod? Oops, it's in it.
Well, it doesn't have a +2 besides its own thing. So if you just have Plesiosaurus, it should count it.
Oh god, you think Avray is gonna find the Plesiosaurus?
Yeah, maybe not.
If I can spell it properly. Yeah, it's the other way around. It's modifier and then name, right?
Oh, I see. I guess.
In it and +2.
Wow, good job,
Yep,
Quincy.
there you go. Yep, so it's roaring to go.
Okay, and so I still get a basic attack because I'm hasted. So
Sure.
I'm going to just attack with my what's it called? Fling.
Do it.
Do. I am not making this magical bullet. 11.
Indeed, you are not. Your non-magical rock misses the humongous dinosaur,
Get it, Plessy.
or at least fails to strike a vulnerable point. Anything else?
No, that's everything.
Okay, at the end of your turn, you will also take 5 points of necrotic damage.
Oh, but I had gained 5, so I will also only take 1.
4, but yes,
Oh, sorry, I
Your math
gained
is right.
4. Right,
Yeah.
so I only take
Yeah.
1.
Yeah.
4 damage. And you can do an Arcana check or a Perception check.
I'm gonna avoid Arcana. So I'll do Perception.
There you go. So you see the Brontosaurus is wearing a collar. A leather collar around its neck with a gem inset into it.
Oh. Well, look, everybody, it has a collar on its neck. And there's some sort of thing on it, too. This doesn't seem right.
B, I guess we'll let the PC go first.
Oh, okay. How defined is this collar?
You can, now that Minos has pointed it out, you can see it. It has a gem inset. It's a little ways up. It's on the neck of a very large dinosaur, but from your vantage point here at the top of the wall, you could kind of jump over to it. It's made of fairly heavy leather.
Okay. I am going to change lanes here. I'm going to drop the spell I had before. And I'm going to bring out a little pocket full of, it's a small vial with some phosphorescent material. Shake it off into my hand, like rub it together, and then like almost just like baby powder and blow it up. And she's going to cast Hypnotic Pattern.
Okay.
Oh.
Just to see whether it will work or not.
Mm-hmm.
Just seeing if it's something that will, whether it's a contact or whether it's a...
Each creature in the area who sees the pattern. Okay, so where are you placing this?
I would put it in a way that only the dinosaur would be targeted.
Yeah,
if
so you
possible.
could probably put it, like, if you put it really high in the sky, actually, that's probably fine.
So it's just like staring into the sun, assuming that this will
Yeah.
actually take effect on
So,
it.
so the eyes of the dinosaur will go past it and just move on,
Okay, so ignoring it.
ignoring it, or at least no effect that you can tell.
Okay.
When it looks past the pattern, the gem on the collar will glow slightly.
Oh.
Okay.
You know,
Well,
kind of
my goal is
malign
to
purple color.
my goal is to try and get that off. So anyone have Mage Hand? Anyone want to try and grab that?
Ooh,
I
looks
have.
like it absorbs spells. That must be the thing that's stopping this dinosaur from taking our attacks.
Yeah. Anyone? Is there like a latch or a clasp, or is it just kind of welded on?
So you can see a fairly complicated latch.
Oh.
Okay.
Time to ride the dino.
Now I'm seeing that there's an action called grapple.
Yes.
It-
There
I'm-
are size limits on how large of a thing you can grapple. It is up to one size category larger than you.
How big is this
It
creature?
is a gargantuan creature,
Oh.
and it is 3 size categories larger than you, I believe. It is
Sorry.
2 larger than Peter Post.
Sorry, Peter.
You know what?
Okay,
An enlarged
um,
Gunnar would actually be able to hold on to it thanks to the Goliath passive. He would be able to grab it. He can grab 2 sizes larger than him.
Well, in that case, I'm going to mark that as done. B is going to try. She's going to try and cast prestidigitation to light the oil.
Okay.
To see if it will catch fire.
So you can prestidigitate to make small, harmless sparks. They also fizzle as soon as they get near the Brontosaurus and do
So-
not catch
so
the
at this-
oil on fire.
At this point, I've assumed that it is anything within a certain radius of the monster.
Interestingly enough, like Peter Post was able to swing, and none of the spells on Peter have been removed. But yes, anything that seems to impact the creature
Okay.
is being soaked up.
And that makes sense why everyone's getting zapped for being too close. B will run away. B will run about 35 feet in the other direction,
Okay.
so that she is very much outside of range.
Mhm.
And then she will, as she's going by, she'll be like, "You got this! Go get him!"
You haven't used your haste action, right?
I
So
haven't,
you,
no.
so you can disengage, and you will not take an opportunity attack.
Oh, wait, I could yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll
you
disengage.
can run away basically.
Yeah, B's 100% going to do that then. And she's gonna throw a second bardic inspiration to Minos.
Dude.
Oh, thank you.
Run
Then
away!
yeah, you are away from the aura of annihilation, and you are relatively safe. The
I feel
plesiosaur gets
safe.
to go.
Okay, so it will bite, which is just +6. 6. And it gets 2
All right.
attacks, so... Good job, Plessy! You
It's-
just keep
it's
learning how
nipping at the
to
ankles.
be over here.
It's having a little bit of a hard time. It's used to being underwater. All
I
this
believe
air
in
is
you,
a little difficult.
Plessy.
It will take 6 points of necrotic damage.
Ooh. Want me to
As the
keep track
gem
of it?
glows a little brighter. I don't know if it will die in like 3 rounds to that damage.
Oh, it's
sure,
got
but
70
if not-
HP, so...
Oh, then no, don't worry about it.
Okay.
It'll just sit there and bite
Cool.
away.
Chomp chomp.
Rocket. Chomp chomp, indeed.
Can I use a bonus action as my first action? Is that a thing?
Absolutely. Yep. Yeah, there's no
All
order
right.
to that kind of stuff.
I would like to use my cannon again, but this time I'd like to aim it at the jewel.
Okay. So once again, the cannon has pinpoint accuracy even from far away on top of the tower, but the force shot fizzles away before it can strike the jewel.
Alright, gotta do this the old-fashioned way. I'll attack my crossbow at the jewel.
Yep.
Aha!
Yep. So that is a hit, and so your crossbow bolt strikes the leather collar that's holding the amulet on, and pierces a fair chunk of it. So it's beginning to fray.
Beginning to fray, you say. I'm gonna cast cure wounds on me. I don't trust any of these people.
No trust.
0. I'm also just gonna roll it because level 2s are weird. I'm doing this at level 2.
Sure.
13.
Nice.
Do you need
And-
help?
Yes.
Do you need help? I can't really do shit out here, so I can heal.
I would love a little bit of help whenever you got a second, if it's not an
Okay.
inconvenience.
Yeah, Rocket does have burns kind of running all down one side of the screen.
Oh, honey, that's not a good look.
I got hit in the face by a ballista. It was great.
Don't recommend that.
Okay.
Those were my 2 actions.
Those are your 2 actions. Are you ending your turn within 30 feet of the dinosaur?
That's an excellent question. I'm gonna say no because my crossbows are quite lengthy in range.
Okay. Yep, so you can back off.
Yeah.
Then you do not take necrotic damage from the aura.
I think the haste
Exactly.
will to
Will
range too. Weird. Maybe
What's
just
that,
your
sorry?
speed. I thought the haste increased your range on ranged attacks as well, but I might be
I
mistaken
don't
on that
think
one.
so.
Yeah,
no.
it doesn't seem to make sense, that one.
My
Alright.
range is fine, so.
The Brontosaurus, with fewer options to attack, turns towards Peter, who is actually doing damage with the great big axe.
Wow.
And swings the tail again
No, not the tail.
for an 18 on AC.
It doesn't hit.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
she
the,
fit.
Wow.
the hasted mailman just dodges cleanly out of the way of the tail swipe. And that will be that. So, Peter, your swing back.
And I'll be like, let me show you how it's done. I'll go for the leather strap.
Okay, so
And
that
then-
you might have to climb up to.
Okay, I will climb up.
Okay.
Is that my movement or is that an action of my 3?
Give me an athletics check.
With
sure.
advantage, because it's a strength
It is-
skill
it's
check.
advantage because it is a strength save.
Take my ladder.
Yep. So you have
Make that
no
happen.
problem climbing your way up the neck. You can jam your free hand into the bits of rotting flesh and hustle your way up. So there is now a very large Peter post hanging off the neck of the Brontosaurus.
So I still have? Well, sorry, was that the extra action to climb up?
That was a move action.
Okay. Then I have my attacks. So, number 1.
Uh-huh.
Ooh.
That's a hit.
Wow.
Can I just like roll all 3 and say if the thing breaks beforehand, I'll just like put the full focus on him. I don't know if attacking the necklace and him are different. So
Yeah, feel free to just keep swinging.
okay. Why didn't that one roll? Oh, there we go.
Avray's having a hard time.
Oh,
Okay,
another
so-
crit.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
You climb up to the kind of middle of the Brontosaurus's neck. You take your axe and you slash 3 times and sunder the leather collar. As it falls off, the gem disintegrates. And you see flying towards you from all the towers of town the same barrage of magical effects.
I didn't think this through.
That would have happened after your second attack, actually. So you have 1 haste action.
So the one that crit. Okay, so I can opt not to do the one that crit, is what you're saying?
Yeah, as in that you didn't need to do that one.
Sure. Okay.
No,
Now
do
I
it.
see.
Do it. Fuck him up.
I don't know if I would like if I'm trying to get in the mindset. I think I was trying to channel Gunnar, so while I'm not raging, I was pretending to rage. So I think I'm pretty focused on this. But I'm not raging, so I am going to flip off. Benefit of
Okay.
not being a barbarian.
Yep. So you will take a little bit of falling damage.
Can I
Take
attempt
14 points of falling damage.
Can I attempt to grab onto the wall?
Are you a monk? Okay. If you are a monk, yes. that's a monk type thing.
Fair enough.
You are a large humanoid at the moment and
Gotcha.
thud into the ground next to the
Okay,
plesiosaur,
14.
who kind of flops about. And as you kind of jump your way free, the Brontosaurus is immolated / crushed / frozen / shattered into a million tiny pieces / a bunch of little teapots take out bits of it and start biting all over the place.
I want to
Ooh.
meet this wizard.
And the Brontosaurus is gone.
Good
No one
job.
died.
No one died. Everyone's doing pretty good. And you hear a voice in your head, one that you don't recognize, actually. It just says, "The ruling council of wizards thanks you for your help, adventurers. As is customary in the city, here is your reward for a final favor done. It seems that we need to pay more attention to these useless guards." And in front of you, a cube of condensed mana and a sack containing 1,000 GP.
Oh, well.
Wow.
This is a profitable adventure.
Oh, another cube.
The wizards are quite pleased with all that you've done for them.
Now that this got, guys, we should probably go and check on 2 things. One, we should go check the tunnel where all the guards went, because if they didn't come back, are they fucked? And make sure that that tome is secure.
Yep. So the tome has already been checked on. Minos will confirm that Jason is like keeping a personal eye on that tome until all this necromancer stuff has been dealt with, and it seems, by all kind of intents and purposes, that that was their final hurrah to distract everyone while they ran off into the jungle.
Or was
And-
it their last thing to distract while they tried to break in?
Yes, so you can look around for that. If you go to the tunnel at the exit of the sewers, you will see that it's collapsed. So the entire kind of exit of the sewers, where once it was sort of a flat surface pouring off, is now this like crumbled depression, with the same kind of magical goo flowing all over it. But if you stick a stick in there or do whatever it is you feel like doing to go check out the state of the tunnel, it's been entirely filled in.
Perfect. Make sure, I'll just do an arcana or an investigation check to make sure it's not an illusion.
Yep. So you can spend a bunch of time there, do whatever it is
Okay.
you feel like doing. There are a pair of guards. It's actually just the pair of guards that were guarding the tower that Halone initially yelled at. They're kind of hanging out. They're like, yeah, it's really strange. Everyone was given the day off today, so there was really just us to check it out. But fortunately, nothing seems to be happening. The whole tunnel's collapsed.
What idiot gave everyone the day off?
Well, Halone, of course. She handles all the guard schedules. I didn't really notice that everyone else had the day off. I knew I had to come in for my shift. Everybody
What-
gets days off. It's a pretty sweet deal being a guard.
Where is she now?
Isn't she in her office? She told us to go, and then I assumed she'd be following.
B is gonna express some serious concerns to her team members.
Yeah.
B, you look
Si-
concerned.
I am concerned.
Yeah, it's weird that all the guards had today off. Where is Captain Hollow?
We should go check on Halone. She seemed genuine, but perhaps she is not genuine. True story.
So if you
Bologna,
go
more
back
like
to
full
the-
of bologna.
If you go back to the tower, the low gravity spell isn't back on yet.
Oh.
But the kind of guards in the area will kind of tell you, oh yeah, this is a thing that can happen. The captain can shut down the tower to better defend it, but I mean, I didn't think anything had made it into town yet. We can get one of the other wizards to turn the spell back on, I suppose.
No, it's okay. We've got this. B's gonna pull out her portable ladder, and we're just gonna use that to scale it.
Would I know, Matt, that like Halone wasn't in her office when I was
so
up there?
you went through the office to get your ballista to its vantage point. She was definitely not there. And yeah, so all you really see when you're up in the office is the window. There's a huge cliff face that whoever's sitting at the desk would be facing when they sit there.
Do we see anything on the wall? Like batons or any climbing gear?
It's a ways off, so you're kind of like looking out over town, and then like outside of town, you're in the mountains, so there's a cliff face.
Oh, doesn't someone have like find person or something like that?
Find object, but it's limited distance.
Could we try and find her or something she has on her? Like the magical... She had some magical thing on her, right? Rocket?
I think I might be out of spell slots. I don't think I can do that anymore.
Oh, yeah. She had a robe. A magical robe.
Cloak. Yep.
Cloak.
Okay. So I guess where she ran off to, B's got some serious investigator detective vibes from here.
Okay. Yeah, so if you can think of what else you want to do, you can try a few different things. You also have a couple of cubes to spend, should you so desire it.
I'll have to deliver the mail to that orphanage and the unlit
Yes.
bomb to that.
Yes, you've been asked to light the bomb once you get there.
I bet that's not part of my job description.
And yes, those orphanages are being foreclosed upon, so that's an important thing to have happen.
I will deliver that mail, like I said I would. A job's a job, my friend.
Jason's happy he can rely on somebody in this place.
Oh, sweet dear. That's great.
Okay. Yeah. So I think that's it basically. You've wrapped it up. The wizards are going back to their wizardy things. If you are sufficiently curious, you can get someone else to cast Find Person. Halone is no longer in town.
She's gone.
She's nowhere to be found.
We could report to the wizard so that we know. Like, I guess tell Jason that she was the one that hired us and now she's missing and she told all the guards to take the day off. So at least people know.
Yeah, so Jason will sit there and be like, oh, I knew she was useless. Friggin'
B
Halloumi.
is gonna grab some... Is there anything in her office that would be hers beyond the quill?
Not really. Which
Okay.
is suspicious in and of itself.
If the quill's still there, B will take it.
Okay, it's an auto writing quill. When you say stuff, it'll write it down.
More to
wow,
see if
that's
there's
great.
more to see if there's something that we can track her down with in the future if need be.
Sure.
Wow, that's a nice quill.
Here, Peter. I think you'll have. You got a little drooled there, honey. Here, just I think this one's doesn't have your name on it, but I think you'll get the most use out of it here.
Thanks, B. You didn't have to, and I take it really quick before you can take it back.
Oh yeah, no, totally. I'm on board with this. Totally fair.
Okay.
Okay.
While you are wandering around town, you make your way through the bazaar, and B, something catches your eye. Actually, there's a clothing store, and someone is selling enchanted T-shirts.
Oh.
One of them is particularly cute. It reads, "Moms are like buttons; they hold everything together."
Oh my god.
B is immediately interested in this T-shirt.
So if you go in, the elven weaver will be excited to show off all of her wares that she makes and custom embroiders, and she'll say, "Oh yes, this is a shirt of protection. You know, keeping our mothers safe. They give a bonus to armor, and you can teleport to all of your little children.
Oh.
So it'll give you it's essentially it's light armor, right? So like robes, except it'll give you a magical +1 to AC, and the ability to cast Misty Step once per short rest, as long as you go to a space adjacent to an ally.
This is amazing. Does it come in a knit?
Oh yes, yes, absolutely. We can
Only
customize
comes
it to
in
your
a-
heart's content for the low price of a cube of condensed mana.
Amazing. Can I get this? This might be a greedy ask. Can I get it to be glamored? So it'll have the same picture,
Mhm.
but it could glamour as a knitted sweater versus a T-shirt versus
Oh,
that.
of course. Yes. Everyone needs a change of outfit every once in a while.
But she definitely wants the picture to not change.
Perfect. Yes,
that would be
that's
static.
that's embroidery. That'll sit there right on the front.
B sheds a single tear from her third eye.
Hey,
It
do I
almost-
still have other beard?
It's been a little itchy actually. Your beard, it's kind of like tickling your nose.
I'm not really used to this. Maybe I should just shave it.
You almost
But so-
feel like sneezing,
I do.
and the whole beard flies off your face.
Oh no, my
Finally.
beard! I'm breathing really heavily, thinking it'll come back.
Before B hands over the cube, she has to ask everyone because these are our cubes to use.
Yeah,
Technically.
we totally asked you when we bought our stuff.
What stuff? What
I
stuff?
got a really good tankard here. I could fill it with anything I want. And we also got a monocle.
And
Are
this
you-
axe!
We did good,
I'll take
right,
it.
Beatrice? We did good.
You can gift wrap this, right?
Oh, of course.
For
Whatever
yourself.
color you want.
It's like moms buying their own presents at Christmas and then opening it up.
You're so thoughtful. It's just what I wanted.
100% that. Now we have one more cube left. Rocket or Gunnar, or is there anything we should get for Ironjaw? Is there? Rocket's here. What?
Yeah, so out of character, if you guys want to think on it, you're totally allowed to think on it, but you can certainly shop around if you have any ideas right now of things you might want.
Yeah, I got my monocle, so I'm pretty happy. So we could
Yeah,
maybe
we have a couple of PCs that were sort of semi off camera in this one, and
Mm-hmm.
we can pick them out something
If
between
Gunnar-
sessions. if
Gunnar
you'd
was
rather.
here for the first episode too, so maybe he wants something.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
I like that.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with that.
Between
We
adventure
can
shopping.
just message Tim in the chat and let him know that by next session he can have like a custom-ish item, maybe?
Yeah, we can work something out.
Yeah, work
Next
it
week,
out
so.
with Matt. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so that wraps
Oh.
everything up. Thank you, everyone. And
Ooh.
well done. You figured out at least enough to stop what was going on. The
Yay!
necromancers have once again been mostly foiled.
Yeah.
What did we do?
You don't know who any of them are, but they certainly don't have what they want.
Yay!
Good
Fuck 'em.
job, team. I just have to put this because we like solved like the threat, but still have no real clue what the threat was. That was great. Okay, don't go anywhere, my player DMs, because we will come back and hand out some inspiration for this adventure. But I just want to say thank you to YouTube. If you're watching, we're gonna do a little thanks for watching, but we will be back next week with the next adventure. And this is just a cue for me to end the video for the editing, but we'll be right back. So 1 second. Thanks for watching.